Check. Can't check that off yet. Check.
It's late, Nancy. Why don't you call it quits for the day?
That ought to do it. I finished that disaster kit for Scott.
Nice job. I'm supposed to remind you to check in with Debbie. She might need you to do something else.
Will do. Check.
So, what's up?
I need to get going.
Bye now.
What's up?
I'll check back with you in a bit.
Have fun!
Good morning, Debbie.
Nancy, good morning! Got a few things for you today. That storm really shook up those sensors out in the cornfield. Could you put them back in line? After that, you should go spend some time in the field with Frosty. He really wants to show you some of the basics of storm photography. Any chance to show off?
That's it for now.
Have fun!
Hi, Nancy. What's up?
That's it for now.
Call me as soon as you learn anything new. Rollmeister Industries, make it quick.
Have a good day.
Get out there and see who's sabotaging my machines.
It looks like I need to connect the red beam to the red sensor and the blue beam to the blue sensor. That looks right.
No, I am staying at Canute. As it is, he's already near the edge. We just have to give him a little push. No one is going to suspect a thing.
I don't know how I feel about this anymore. This is not what I agreed to. I mean, when I said I'd help you, I didn't mean...
Way too late to get cold feet here, Frosty. Scott needs to be taken care of. You know that, and I know that.
You're right. But we can't... No, you're right. It's time to get rid of him.
Hello, PK. Now's not a very good time to talk.
Not a good time? Hardly. Indy, one of my assistants, just showed me footage taken by those storm chasers you're with, and they get way too close to the storm. You don't need to be getting that close to the storm. That's why I invented those machines.
Okay, I'll be sure to keep my distance.
Oh, good. Not that I was worried that you would. Not that I was worried at all, actually. I'm not the type to worry. Now, tell me what you've dug up on the team so far. Tell me about this Scott character.
He's a little hard to read. There seems to be some distance between him and the rest of the team. It might be because he wants it that way, but there could be something else. It's almost like no one fully trusts him.
Interesting. You'll make sure to keep a close eye on that one.
Of course, but...
But he's not your only suspect?
Right.
Well, good. Don't hold back. Tell me everything you know. What's up with the shutterbug? Frosty, is it?
Frosty. He's reckless and impulsive, and definitely up to something. But it's hard to say if he's our guy.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. There can be a lot of money to be made in the sale of storm footage. If I were Frosty, I'd be jumping at the chance to get out of that restrictive contract he's under. I'd keep an eye on somebody like that. What about Debbie?
She's up to something, but I can't tell what.
You stay close to the both of them. Report back to me when you're done.
Can't check that off yet. It's too soon to go to bed. I can't go to bed yet.
What's going on?
What did you mean when you said before that the school would sell the farm if you lose?
Just what I said. Right now, Canute College offsets the costs of maintaining this place with funds from private companies like the Healy Healy. But apparently that money's about to dry up, so if we don't win this competition, there goes the farm.
Do you remember that interview you gave after Ma died?
Nope. Why do you ask?
I read it, and it seems like a lot has changed for you over the last few years.
What's that supposed to mean?
You seemed more concerned about the people in the path of the storms.
More concerned? What exactly are you implying, Nancy?
Everything you said in the article, it seemed like you genuinely cared about the safety of everyone in Tornado Alley.
And you don't think I do now? I'm sorry I don't still wear my heart on my sleeve, but that's a very amateur thing for a scientist to do.
Do you feel guilty that you didn't put out the alert in time during the storm that killed Ma?
What kind of a question is that to ask? Yes, of course I am. You'd be too, but does that mean it's my fault? No, it doesn't.
I'll let you get back to work.
Fine by me.
What's up?
I better get to work.
Have fun!
So, what's up?
I'll catch you later.
Bye now.
Hey there.
How'd you wind up with a jar full of paw pennies?
The ag students that work here are always dropping them, so every time I find one, I put it in that jar.
With all those paw pennies, you must be pretty popular.
Popular? Don't know about that, but everyone's always willing to lend a hand when there's chores to be done, so that's something. You got a sweet tooth?
Me? Oh yeah, I've got a soft spot for any food that comes in a wrapper.
You're all right, Miss Nancy Drew. Tell you what, over there on my workbench is a bunch of circuit boards for the weather balloons where I was putting up. Now, since I can't put the board to use till it's been wired up just right, how about for every board you wire up right, I pay you something in paw pennies? Of course, since wiring them wrong just makes more work for me, you make too many mistakes and I only pay you some of what you earned up till then, depending on how you did. What do you say?
Sounds great.
Like my dad always said, the best things in life are the things you earn. Anytime you want, just go on over there and start wiring up boards. There's some instructions over there that'll help get you going. Anything else on your mind?
I'll check back with you later.
Adios.
Finished for now.
Uh-oh. More work for me means less money for you.
Don't forget me! Okay, let's start taking pictures.
All right, where's the best place to go?
We've got a lot of different formations to spot, so if you head on out to the Fraser Creek Windmill, that'd be perfect right now. This will help you identify the shots you need to take. When we get some good photos, we'll move on. That's a good one.
I'll be sure to download the photos into the gallery when we get back to the farmhouse.
That's a good one. You know, I didn't always want to be a storm photographer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I used to want to be a doctor.
What changed your mind?
Studying. It's hard to stay focused on some boring little book when there's so much going on outside. I'm getting some great shots here. What about you? So you got the chasing bug.
The chasing bug?
The chasing bug. Happens to a lot of people. Once you see a few good storms, it gets in your blood or something. Suddenly, sunny days stop being nice, start being boring. You ever heard of aqueous clouds?
What clouds?
They're the Bigfoot of clouds. Extremely rare. People used to think they didn't exist. No one has gotten a good picture of them. They're only near the North and South Poles, but they have this special way of catching the light, and from what I hear, it's amazing. Turns the whole sky red, or green, or yellow. I get enough money together, that's what I'm going after. You've got to keep a sharp eye out, or you'll miss what's right in front of you. You've got to keep a sharp eye out, or you'll miss what's right in front of you. So, have you been on the business end of a scout freakout yet?
I don't know.
Then you haven't. First time I saw one, Debbie took me out for an ice cream sundae. I don't even like ice cream, but after getting yelled at like that, I needed something with sprinkles and a cherry on it.
Did that. Check.
So, what's up?
I've harassed you enough.
Oh, I almost forgot. Do me a favor and give this to Chase for me. I borrowed it from him. Keep forgetting to return it.
Sure.
Thanks, Nancy. You're the bomb.
What's up?
I'll check back with you in a bit.
Have fun! It's late, Nancy. Why don't you call it quits for the day?
Come on, darn it, get off, get off, get off!
Who's he talking to?
How come something that makes such a mess be worth so much money? I'm never gonna get this stuff off. These are my best boots, dang it! Get out!
That was a little weird.
Hey there.
Frosty asked me to return this to you.
Thanks.
Does he borrow stuff from you a lot?
Hardly ever. Him and me don't exactly have a ton of stuff in common. He's the outgoing, sophisticated type, and I'm just a simple country boy. Won't let me forget it, neither.
What's Debbie's relationship to Frosty like?
Well, I always figured she didn't have much use for him. But lately, seems like she and him been hanging out with each other a lot. Nothing romantic or anything like that, just, talking. Sure don't know about what.
I'll check back with you later.
See you around.
That's done.
It's It's late, Nancy. Go to bed.
Hello, Nancy.
I'll quit bugging you now.
Whatever.
It's late, Nancy. Why don't you call it quits for the day?
Well, if it ain't my favorite customer.
I was just wondering, where's the Ma part of Ma and Pa's?
Ma? Oh, she's around and, running errands and such. She'll be in later. What else you need?
I've enjoyed talking to you.
Y'all hurry back.
This is a broadcast of the
Hello?
emergency
Is someone
notification
there?
system. There have been multiple reports of a tornado touchdown in the area. All listeners are advised to seek shelter until further notice.
I better get down into the cellar until the storm passes. Shoot, the power must be out. I'm looking for candles. Can you help? Someone is out there, right? Hello? Who's there? Hello? I better look into that in the morning. Good morning.
What did you think of that storm last night? Pretty loud, huh?
Well, yeah, I think it would have been impossible to sleep through that.
You'd be surprised. Chase and Frosty? Those two could sleep through a circus explosion. Before I forget, Scott wants to talk to you. So make sure you go in there as soon as you leave here, okay?
Sure thing.
Since it doesn't look like we'll be chasing any storms today, the prairie dogs that have taken up residence by the cornfield, I just got notice that the ag people are going to exterminate them.
What? But that's not fair. They're not hurting anyone.
You're right. Fortunately, there's time for you to move them to the other side of the barn, but you're gonna have to move quickly. I told Chase to come up with a way to move them so they don't get hurt. Hopefully he's figured it out by now, so after you talk to Scott, go talk to Chase.
Got it.
Great, thank you so much. I do it myself, but I'm buried in work right now. You're a lifesaver. Literally.